Potential fight with either Bernard Hopkins or Adonis Stevenson next. Who would you rather see your guy face?
Either one is fine. Either one. I think we're leaning more toward Bernard because he's free to fight Sergey. So either one would be fine with me.
How does Sergey and Bernard stack up against each other?
You know, you give experience to Bernard. You can't argue with that. Power, Sergey. Green generalship, you give Bernard that. Boxing skill, and at this stage of Bernard's career, I give it to Sergey because he's older. You got to treat this, and the most important factor is the youth factor, and that plays heavily on Sergey. Bernard's an old fighter. You got to treat him like an old fighter. Most of these guys he fought, they've been treated, they give him all the respect, and they kind of idolize him going to the ring. Sergey doesn't understand English. He cares less about Bernard Hopkins. He wants what Bernard has, the belt, which brings more money. So for him, he could care less about who Bernard is. He didn't try to read his history, what he's done. He wants to fight him. So that helps him out with his advantage of fighting Bernard.
How do you treat him like an old man?
Well, you have to make him move faster, punch more often. You got to hit him in his arms, hit him in his shoulders, hit him in his chest, hit him everywhere where an old body doesn't want to be hit. You know, because as we get older, we can't take that kind of punishment. The body wasn't built to take that. The way Sergey hits, hit him everywhere. Don't aim for the head. Chop the body out, the head of fall. Just get him early and make him fight the first 6 rounds. The other 6, it's your fight. Bernard has not had a hard fight probably since Trinidad.
What kind of threat would Hopkins pose to Kovalev, if any?
Well, if he let Bernard pace the fight, if he let Bernard, dictate what's going on, and he's not pressing Bernard, hitting Bernard, and then Bernard punching Bernard wants to punch, then he would pose a big problem for Bernard. Bernard would be still semi-fresh the last half of the fight, and he can play all the tricks he can hold, punch when he's holding, and just what he wants to do and frustrate you into winning a decision. So Sergey has to nullify all that. From round 1, you're gonna fight me. And so you get 12 rounds to fight me. We're not gonna sit there and we're not gonna dance and hold and get penalized for all that stupid stuff. You're gonna fight me. If you can fight with 12 rounds at this pace, the kind of punch I'm hit you with, then you deserve it. He should be both to the Hall of Fame that day, that night.
Do you think B-Hop is willing to fight you all?
What are his options? He really has no options. He has no options. Stevenson's tied up. And it's mandatory. TV doesn't want to buy that fight at all. Who else can he get? War, he doesn't want to fight War. He already said that. Who else can he really get to make some money for?
When you say that Stevenson's tied up, why do you think that Stevenson's tied up?
The legal problem you're going to have with, he's in a lawsuit with main events. They're suing Al. They're suing him. They're suing a lot of people. And who can't really do much right now.
You said that
Bernard's a free agent.
Yeah.
He's not with anybody. He's partners with Golden Boy, but he's not promoted by anybody.
You said that Bernard is an old man. Nobody treats him like an old man. You think that one reason why nobody's really challenged him since Trinidad's people respect him too much. But this is kind of a touchy question. Do you think that there needs to be additional drug testing when you have somebody doing something out of the ordinary at 49, like Hopkins is doing?
I don't. I've trained him. I don't see that as being a problem. I just think he's smart. You gotta give him credit for that. I'm not
brilliant guy.
I'm not degrading him and saying he can't. No, he's very smart. In the ring, he's very technically sound, and he understands the game of boxing. He keeps a distance when he has to, and he gets close when he has to. I just think that his opponents haven't made him fight harder than what he needs to fight. They haven't made him push that old body. How many punches did Bernard really throw per round? Not many. He didn't have to. He picks his punches. And these guys fall right into that trap. They fall around the ring, hit, touch it, grab you. And then there's the fight. You look up, it's 4 rounds have gone by. He got a decision. This kid here, from opening bell, make Bernard fight. Make him fight harder than he wants to fight. Make him fight than he has to fight. Push that old body. He doesn't train this. And Bernard, he has to pace himself even in training camp. He can't push his body too hard. Then he gets what he's the peak too soon. He goes downhill. So.
The reason I ask, I'm not one to accuse without evidence or anything else like that, but I also believe that drug testing in this sport is not what it needs to be. And so I always am in favor of athletes who go and do beyond the very basic drug testing that's out there right now. Are you saying that you wouldn't advise Sergey to seek advanced drug testing against?
Why not? I mean, listen, if it takes the question out of the whole aspect of that, then do it. But I would never say that that's something Bernard does. Bernard is smart. He stays in the gym all year long. Takes care of himself. He doesn't get bloated up, it's like 220 pounds trying to lose weight. He keeps it down, relatively close. And that's just smart for his lifestyle. So hopefully you know, so if there are drugs, then he should I don't know about it. You know, so I can never say he did. I just think it's just discipline. He's been very disciplined his whole career.